Hello, everybody. I am Eve the Empath, coming to give you messages from Spirit. Hope you guys are doing well today. So, I am driving on my way to Corpus Christi, Texas. Corpus Christi, on my way to the ocean. My daughter goes to college there, and it is often a great ride because I get so many downloads from Spirit, and then I'm able to translate that into messages for you guys. So, I drive for a living, at least part of the way. And while I drive, I often meet a lot of people who need their messages. They have things going on internally, things going on spiritually, emotionally, roadblocks, things like that. And they need someone to help them translate what's going on in their spiritual realm because it's showing up in their physical realm. And they're tired of dealing with the things that they're dealing with, but they just don't know how, or they're not listening. A lot of times it's being hard-headed. Hey, we're human. Sometimes we don't always listen. So, I was listening to one of my favorites, Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks, and listening to the channeling messages about tapping into Source, right? And for those of you guys, Source is just another name for God, creation, creator, the Most High, for those who believe, ascended masters, things like that, right? As we are listening to all of these different messages, as we look at tarot, as we look at oracle cards, as we go to mediums and psychics and all of these different places, all we're saying is that we are having the opportunity to have a conversation with our highest self, with our soul, our inner being, who's on the inside helping us navigate through this life, right? So I had this inspiration, inspired action. And it is often said that in this universe, the men or the masculine is the giver, and the feminine principle of this universe is the receiver, right? So we receive in our feminine, in our softness, in our gentleness, in our creativity, right? When we have the inspired action, it's typically when we are in our most feminine state. Don't get it confused with femininity, but in our feminine state. So logically speaking, or spiritually speaking, in the collective consciousness and creation, there has to be two to balance the yin and the yang, right? Everything has balance. So moving forward, I'm sitting here and I'm excited because I am feeling this energy coming through, and I'm excited for my own self because I'm like, okay, I'm getting out of this place of pain, where I'm moving from a pained body to a body of heal and repair. Meaning I have mental clarity, I understand what's going on in my life, and I realize just exactly what is happening in my world. Because again, what happens on the inside of my universe is also showing up on the outer part of my universe. So I said, okay, I'm ready to have some fun. I'm ready to have a good time. Because when we are in that place of creativity, fun is imperative, childlike state. To be in a place where we don't have any resistance is to have fun. To be in a place where life has ease, it's smooth sailing, is fun for us, right? And we create in that area, we create in that space because there's no resistance. There's nothing pushing against us to stop us from where we're wanting to go. So I say, I want to go skating. I love to roller skate. It's like one of my favorite things. It brings me back to when I was a kid, and it is absolutely fun. And so I also had the thought of, I want to go roller skating. I call up a friend and I'm like, hey, let's go roller skating. Well, actually I didn't say roller skating. I said, let's go. I'm going to come get you on Saturday when you get off work. Let's go. And I got a decline. And immediately I felt disappointment. And it was in that moment that I had to turn off what I was listening to because I went to a place of unhappiness because I got a decline. And I was like, well, damn. And then I had a reaffirming thought. That was the second one, because remember you had asked your homeboy to come hang out with you the other day, and he was like, no, I got to do this with my daughter. And I was like, oh, okay. You gonna work out all day? All right, whatever. It's okay because people have the right to do what they want to do. But again, it was just those, in that instance, so quickly, there was that opposing thought that brought another opposing thought to reaffirm an action that I didn't want. And that's when I realization that the universe gives us everything that we desire. there's nothing stopping me. But what I said to the universe is, I want to have this action. But I didn't give it time to show up. I decided to do it for myself. And that was the message. Because the masculine principle is to do it, to do the work, right? They're the givers, not they, the men, masculine energy. The masculine principle is to give. The feminine principle is to receive, to create, to cultivate, to grow, to multiply. So the universe has an obligation to really provide everything that we as a collective desire. But if it's not, it's because a lot of times we are trying to take the action ourselves. And when we do it ourselves, we met with opposition, we're met with frustration, because we just don't have all of the resources within us to do it alone without the support of the universe. So then Spirit was like, I said, I'm gonna have to listen to me some music, because what I'm feeling right now, I don't want to listen to no more music. I don't want to listen to any more Abraham. I'm feeling him. I'm in my feelings. And Spirit was like, what? You didn't give me time. You didn't allow me what you needed to do in order for you to get what you needed to get done. You said you wanted to do this, and 5 seconds later you was making phone calls. You should have just sat back and chilled and allowed me to give it to you without you doing the work. And I love those kind of blessings. I love it when the universe show up in my life and I ain't got to work for it. I love it when money falls in my hand and I ain't have to ask for it. I love it when I get discounts and I didn't have to do anything for it, but somebody said, you know what? I want to bless you today. I love that. That is the art of receiving, and that is a feminine principle. So when you find yourself in a situation where you have these thoughts and ideas and you're excited about it, and then you start trying to run and get it done without allowing the universe time to do what it needs to do, then that's when you're met with frustration. So stop being frustrated, okay? That's all I have for you guys today. I love you. I hope this message resonates with somebody. If it doesn't, it's okay, because we do not want you to vibrate in places that you do not belong. But if it does, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because you know why? Somebody might need this message. Love you guys.